Welcome everyone to Lafayette Corner as the Marauders take on the Fowls, Feudin'Fowls, here on Cheese League Baseball. This is Greg, your announcer. For today, the Marauders have Raymundo Gordon on the hill, and the Fowls have Gunnar Sardee. Xerox Liu steps in for the Marauders, and grounds Sardee for the first out of the game.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 46.
Raina McLongthorpe steps in, third baseman for the Marauders. Sardee, not a power pitcher per se, more of a junk man, I would say. Lots of slider, curve, change. And that one has popped up behind home plate. Might get out of play, and it does. And strikeout to McLongthorpe. Route number 2. Stetson Fuller comes in, center fielder for the Marauders, looking for his first hit of the season. And 2-1 now to Fuller. Looping curveball in for a strike. And another. Makes contact to Taverna. To Parks for out number 3. See the trolley there. Beautiful Lafayette corner. Louis Huber steps in. Left fielder for the Fowls. And quickly 0-2. Grounded to Tater Pepperonis, to Quinto for the out. Taylor Schmidt, contact hitting third baseman, comes in for the Feudin'Fowls, sporting their home unis, their home orange. Fouled away into the crowd. You can see all the Fowls fans sporting their white Fowls shirts. Marauders fans in the Marauders maroon. Gentry, diving stop at short for out number 2. Oliver Hanna steps in, DH for the Fowls. Another contact hitting DH. Fowls are more of a balanced team, but I would say their lineup has a lot more contact hitters, and that's grounded to Pepperonis for out number 3. Yeah, definitely more balanced team. Marauders are listed as speed demons. Tugger Gently comes in, power hitting shortstop. I believe he had a big home run for the Marauders in the last game against the Rampage. 2-1 now to Gentry. Ooh, takes a low and inside strike. And that's grounded off of Schmidt's glove at third. And Gentry's in there on first, and Joaquin Buck steps in. Takes a low strike, a little bit of a wide strike zone, I would say. Maybe not wide, maybe up and down. High and low strikes being called. 3-1 now, strike 2 to Buck. And looks at strike 3 on the outside corner. Wilder Plow steps in. 300 hitters so far in the season. And he pops up. And yep, right to Taverna for out number 2. Lila Quinto steps in, looking quite rattled already this early in the game. Probably because she's having a rough start to her season. Ooh, that crosses up the catcher, Navarro. And the runner advances to second. That is ripped into right field and gone. Just like that. 392-foot shot from Quinto. See if she changes from rattled to maybe neutral. Marauders take a 2-0 lead. I like every home run that we get in this ballpark because we get a new look, a new angle. It's a very cool looking ballpark here in Super Mega Baseball 3. As Julian Park works the count 2-2. Still 2-2 with 2 outs. 3-2 now. And fouled off. And strike 3. Park quite upset with himself. So the Marauders get 2 in the top of the inning. We go to the bottom half of the second as Kellen Moran steps in. Takes strike 1. Ball way outside. Curveball high, 2-2. Low ball. Gordon's compose is activated, and that's grounded through the right side for a base hit. So the Fowls have 1 runner on as Lucy Taverna comes in. The second baseman. Ooh, she swings through that one. 94 in the gun from Gordon. Foul ball into the Fowls dugout. 1-2 now to Taverna. And she looks at strike 3. Not happy with the call at all as Lester steps in with 1 on and 1 out. Not very good speed on the bases here for the Fowls either. A 2-1 from Gordon. And strike 2. Grounded through the left side for a base hit. Little worm burner. And Carmela McForsham steps in. 7 ribbies so far on the season. Definitely one of the league leaders. Quickly 0-2, and he strikes out for the second out of the inning. Keegan Park steps in. This is his first bat of the season. Two on, 2 outs, 0-2 count. And looped into left field. Let's see if they send the runner. They don't. And pretty good idea. So bases loaded now for the Fowls in the bottom half of the second. And Navarro, the catcher, steps in, looking for his first hit of the season. That's ripped to Gentry. He goes across the diamond for out number 3. So the Fowls unable to capitalize on the bases loaded opportunity there. And we come to Tater Pepperonis. I would say Tater Pepperonis is a fan favorite of the Marauders. And just because of his name, a fan favorite of this announcer. It's fun saying Tater Pepperonis. 2-2 now. Foul away. High pop-up. Weird angle down there in the corner. McForsham puts it away for out number 1. Xerox Liu, 0 for 1 so far. Takes a ball inside. Takes a strike. And that's my dog. 1-2 now. Oh, just past the diving Schmidt there. And we have a runner on as Raina McLongthorpe steps in. Runner with good speed on base as well. See if they test the arm of the catcher. 2-0 now to McLongthorpe. It's 0 for 1 today. That's grounded into the Marauders dugout. Fouled away. And they throw over to first, safe. And again, safe. Pop fly. Parks is there. Put it away. As Fuller comes in now with 1 on and 2 out. Again, throw over and safe. Runner goes. And safe. So stolen base here. And runner in scoring position now for the Marauders. 2-1 to Fuller. The 2-2 looking for his first hit of the season. And there it is. Into the gap and left. Fuller going for 2. He'll be in. And it's a 2-out RBI double. Marauders take a 3-0 lead. And we're going to have a pitching change. Muhammad Humphrey comes in as Tugger Gently steps in for the Marauders. Big power hitter for the Marauders. And 3-1 count. And Gentry is walked. Buck comes in. So 2 on, 2 out. Opportunity here for Buck. Takes a strike. So 1-2 now. Runners go. And it's flied out to Moran. So the Marauders get one more. And they lead at 3-0. As the top of the order is up for the Fowls. Strike to Huber. Ooh, strike 2 to Huber. That looked a little low and outside for my taste. And strike 3. Huber kind of swung, kind of didn't, kind of checked, kind of did not. And was called out anyway. So Schmidt steps in. Takes a ball outside. High pop up. And I think Gordon's going to take that himself. Yes. For out number 2. I don't think that would ever happen in the actual major leagues. A pitcher actually taking it himself there. Hannah steps in now. Strike 2. And popped up. Put away there by Gentry. So 1-2-3 inning. Easy inning there for Gordon. As Marauders come back up. And Wilder Plow steps in. And that is my dog. I apologize. Grounded through the left side. Base hit for Plows. So Quinto comes in. Had a 2-run homer her last at bat. And she moved from rattled to tense, and she hits us one into the gap in right center. It'll be a stand-up double. No, she slides safely into second, and the run scores. So 4-0 now for the Marauders. Julian Park steps in. Runner on second. No outs. 2-1 to Park. And out. So line out to Schmidt for out number 1. Pepperoni's up. Number 9 hitter. Takes a ball outside. And 1-1. The 2-1 to Pepperoni's. Grounded to Parks. He'll take it himself for out number 2. Xerox Liu steps in. Takes a ball outside. That one drops into right field. Run scores. Marauders take a 5-0 lead.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 46.
And McLongthrope comes in again. Big power hitting third baseman for the Marauders. Looks at a ball outside. Really good speed on first base as well. That's grounded up the middle, off the glove of the second baseman. And the runner goes to third. Good heads-up base running there.
Now batting,
So now runners on the corners, 2 out for Fuller. And he pops that one up. Should be no trouble for Moran, and it's not. Out number 3. So the Marauders tack on 2 runs in the top half of the 4th. They lead at 5-0. And Moran comes up the bat and swings over that one. That was kind of a half swing. And quickly 0-2. Grounded down the third base line. Fair ball. Fielded there by Buck. Quickly gets it in. So the Fowls have 1 on now. No outs as Taverna steps in. Strike 1. Gordon looking pretty good so far. Very neutral. Velocity, junk, and accuracy down a little bit as he has crosses now the 55 pitch mark. That one's popped up to Pepperoni's at second for out number 1. Marcos Lester steps in 1 for 1 today with a single. And Gordon moves to locked in. And off the glove of Quinto at first. She almost snagged that one. Actually may have saved a run there, believe it or not. So McForsham comes in, 1 out, runners on the corners. Fowls have an opportunity here. Oh, it's thrown away! And gets out of play, so the runners advance. Must have snuck into the Fowls dugout. So the Fowls on the board now, and they have a runner at second with very good speed. And strikeout. Out number 2. Park steps in. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. As we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Throw. Safe. Ball in the dirt. And a high pop-up. To Gentry for the final out. So the Fowls get on the board, but the Marauders still lead at 5-1 as we head to the top of the 5th. Tugger Gently comes in. 1 for 1 today. Humphrey's junk meter's all the way down, and that's fouled off. Velocity and accuracy on the downward turn. That one is hit well into left center field and gone. That is a tank into the grandstand out there. 459-foot home run. Gentry's 2nd home run of the year and 3rd RBI.
The left fielder, number 47.
Joaquin Buck steps in 0 for 2. The Marauders take a 6-1 lead now. And that homer from Gentry. Strike 88 on the gun from Humphreys. That's off the glove of the shortstop. So things kind of falling apart here for the Fowls. Let's see if they can recover a little bit. 1 on, no outs. You can see Humphrey is also the Fowls. That's a base hit up the middle. Humphrey is also the Fowls' reserve starting pitcher and a reliever, so kind of like a long man role, which is why he was brought into this game early. Struggling a little bit, so Moran takes this. He only plays the first for the sure out as Park steps in 0 for 2. And we're going to have a pitching change. Kruger comes in now in relief of Humphrey. Kruger, a big junk pitcher. See lots of breaking stuff. There it is, a slider in the outside part of the plate. And slider inside, 3-1 now. And walks him. So Kruger comes in, walks the first batter he sees, does set up the double play as there's one out, but the Marauders have the bases loaded with Pepperoni's up. And that is popped up into shallow left center. Lester's there to put it away. No play at the plate. They don't send the runner. Bases remain loaded as Liu comes up. He's 2 for 3 today. Yeah, good slider there. 2-1 now to Liu. Grounded. Should be an easy out for Taverna, and there it is. So the Marauders get one back, leave the bases loaded. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, 9-1-2 up now for the Feudin'Fowls. So Rick Navarro comes in, the catcher. Looking for his first hit of the season. Big curveball there from Gordon. 89 on the gun. Again, Gordon not much of a velocity guy anyway. As that one is fouled off. But stamina is going down. Pepperoni's takes that for out number 1. Leadoff hitter for the Fowls, Huber, comes in 0 for today. See Gordon, 75 pitches now. Stamina going down, accuracy, junk, and velocity all going down. Hit back to Gordon for out number 2. See if he can go the distance here. Schmidt comes in, another 0-fer. That's hit up the middle for a base hit. So 2 out hit rather for Schmidt. As Hanna comes in, he's 0 for 2. Let's see if they pull him. No, they're going to stick with Gordon. Try to get the final out of this inning. Velocity is now in the red. Oof, that looked like a good pitch to me, but it was called a ball. 3-0 count. And looping curveball strike to Hanna. That is hit very well, and that will get in the right field bleachers. Home run, Oliver Hanna. 370-foot shot. His first homer of the year, 3rd RBI. And Marauders' lead is cut in half. As Kellen Moran steps in, 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. And they go to the bullpen. Von Crum comes in relief of Gordon, who for all intents and purposes pitched a heck of a game. He had about 80 pitches when he left. That one is hit very well into right field. That is gone as well. So back-to-back jacks here for the Fowls. 377-foot homer for Moran, his first of the season. First RBI as well. So the crowd's getting into it now. The home crowd here. Getting into it a little bit. So Fowls stage a comeback, but maybe not. Spoke too soon as that is flied out to Quinto for the final out. So the Fowls get 3 runs back, and the Marauders have a 6-4 lead. As McLongthrope steps in, 1 for 3 today. Takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Looked a little high and outside, and that looked a little high and inside. Grounded. Park knocks that down. And no play at first. So Fuller comes in with a runner on with very good speed. The runner goes, and safe. Another stolen base here from the Marauders. Grounded to Parks. He's going to take it himself for out number 1. Runner moves to 3rd. With Tucker Gently up 2 for 2 with a big home run. One and 1 count to Gentry. The keep saying gently, but it's Gentry. Not Tugger Gently, it's Tugger Gentry. And Gentry walks. At some point, I will get his name right. Joaquin Buck steps in, 1 for 3 with a single today. Runners on the corners, 1 out. In the top of the 6th. And strike 2, 0-2 now to Buck. Into the Marauders dugout. And strike 3. That brings up Wilder Plows. Pair of hits today. And he flies out to Parks. So the Marauders leave 2 stranded as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And Marcos Lester steps in, 2 for 2, 2 singles. And we're going to have a defensive replacement. Majors is now at third base for the Marauders. Lester looks at strike 1. Full count to Lester. Fouled off. And he walks. So Von Crum walks Lester. And that brings up McForsham, who's 0 for 2 today. And we're going to have a pitching change. Grayson Watts comes in. The Marauders long man. In his first appearance of the season. Throw over to first. Ooh, that was close. Safe. Pickoff move there from Watts. That's looped, or hanging breaking ball rather. Hit into center field. Keegan Park steps in, 1 for 2 today, single. And we have a pinch hitter in as they try to pick off the runner at second. So Edwin Wallace comes in, replacement of Parks. I believe it was Parks who was up. Maybe not. That one's hit. Pepperonis takes it, throws the Gentry to Quinto for. We not have a double play there. Off to check. We didn't get the double play. So the runner was safe at second. Gentry must have come off the bag. And we have another pinch hitter here as Noggin steps in, his first bat of the season. 2 on rather, and 1 out. Good speed on the bases for the Fowls. That one is looped into left field, caught, and they send the runner home. No play at the plate. 6-5 now. Huber comes in, top of the order, 0 for 3. So he's due today. And he pops it up. And Gentry should have no problem with this at second. So the Fowls close the gap a little bit as the Marauders come up with Quinto. Roth moves to left field. Huber now at first base. And there was another defensive replacement there. Quinto grounds to Huber for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18.
Julian Park steps in. 0 for today. And he looks at ball 2 from Kruger. And strike 1. Base hit into left field, so 1 on now for the Marauders as Pepperonis comes in, 0 for 3 today. And power versus right-handed pitching is activated, so you can see his power numbers go up a little bit. And he nubs that one foul. Over Schmidt's head for a base hit into left. So 2 on, 1 out. Xerox Liu comes in, 2 for 4, singles and RBI today. And Arcane Melton enters the game. Grounded. Off the second baseman's glove. Run scores. Heads up base running. Runner goes to third, so now runners are on the corners as Majors comes in.
25.
With one out, runners on the corners for the Marauders. Opportunity here to tack on some insurance runs. They throw over to first, safe.
Ball outside.
2-1 now to Majors.
Inside.
3-1. And that's hit well into the gap in left center. Roth cuts it off nicely. The runner goes to third. A run scores.
Now batting.
It's
the
8-5
center
now,
fielder,
Marauders.
Number 50.
As Fuller comes in, and his contact versus left-handed pitching goes up. So his contact is increased just a tad, ever so slightly. And looks quickly at 3 balls.
Thank you, mate.
And is walked. So Fuller walks.
Now batting. The short.
And Gentry comes in. 2 for 2, a homer and a single today. Looks at strike 1. Base is juiced. 2-1 now to Gentry. Ripped into center field. 1 run scores. Plate to plate, safe. 2 run scores, so a
Now batting. The left fielder.
2-run
Number
single
47.
for Gentry as Buck comes in and fouls it away. 2 on, 1 out. Buck is up. Melton's junk is in the red and she's looking pretty rattled right now. That's ripped over the Fowls dugout. Oh, throw to second, but safe. 3-2 now to Buck. And he pops that high into left field. Roth is there for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Clowes comes in 2 for 4 today. And we're going to have another pitching change. Williams is coming in. Not in a closing situation, but just in relief, as the Fowls bullpen has kind of been stretched lately. Ooh, swinging through that. 95 in the gun. And that has popped up, and it looks like Williams is going to take it herself. And she does. So, out number 3 here. Marauders tack on 4 runs. 10-5 now, as this is the Fowls' last chance. Schmidt comes in 1 for 3.
Number 10.
And Grayson Watt's still on the hill. 3-0. And Schmidt walks. Oliver Hanna comes in. He has a home run today and 2 ribbies. And looks like Watts can't find the strike zone. Ooh, there's inside strike. And he walks. So Hanna walks. So 2 on. As Moran steps in, 3 for 3 today.
Number 50.
Watts finally finding the strike zone. Ooh, that's off Park's glove. And the runners advance now. So second and third. No outs for Moran, who's been a big hitter today for the Fowls. The 3-2 pitch. And he's walked. So he walks the bases loaded for Taverna. Good power, good contact, and 0 for today. So Taverna is due. Looks at strike 1. That's popped up. Infield fly rule called. Pepperonis catches it. So 1 out now. Lester's 2 for 2 today. Takes the ball high and inside. That's ripped down the left field line into the corner. 1 run will score. 2-run score. It's a 10-7 game. A 2 RBI double for Leicester. They bring in Dickerson, the closing pitcher, as McForsham steps in. Fowls with 2 on, 1 out. And strike 3. So the Feudin'Fowls are down to their final out with Edwin Wallace up. He's 0 for 1 today. That's ripped high into right field and gone. A 3-run home run for Wallace ties it up at 10 here in the bottom of the 7th. As Roth steps in, 0 for. He hits that into center field, so another base runner here for the Fowls. And Louis Huber comes in, 0 for today.
Number 16.
Ooh, and Dickerson looking very bad. They bring in Odell and throw to first safe. Odell, mid-range velocity, maybe a little bit above mid-range, but junk pitcher mainly. And it's 0-2 now to Huber. That's grounded 2 Pepperonis, ground number 3. So we go into extra innings here, folks. Top of the 8th, 10-10. 7, 8, 9 hitters up
The first baseman.
for the Marauders. Quinto comes in. Already has a home run today. Swinging, strike 1. Grounded into the Marauders dugout. And to Taverna for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher.
Park comes in,
Number
1 for 3
18.
today with a single and a walk. Ball 1. The 1-1. 2-1 now. You can see Park's contact is in the red, and he grounds out to Moran for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Pepperoni steps in, the number 9 hitter, 1 for 4 today. Ball outside, 1-1. High pop-up. Should be no problem for Taverna. And out number 3. So, quick inning there. As Marauders go down in order.
Now batting,
And Schmidt is up now.
baseman. Number
Fowls could win it in the bottom half of the 8th. Just another reminder that we only play 7 innings here in the Cheese League. Try to make these games quick, but bonus baseball is always a good thing. That's popped up. Should be no problem for Gentry. Runs out into shallow center fields for out number 1. Hannah's up now. He already has a home run today. 1 for 3. You hear the crowd really getting behind Hannah. Ooh, brushed off the plate. Ball 1. The 2-1 now. Ball 4. So Hannah walks. And that brings up Moran, who's 3 for 3 with a homer, 2 singles. Not. Oh, and they send the runner. That's popped up. That is going. And caught on the warning track by Buck. I thought that actually might hit the big wall out there in left center. Taverna comes in with 2 outs, 1 runner on. I was gonna say not very good speed in the base, and I'm surprised they actually sent the runner, but considering the arm of the catcher, it was probably not a bad idea. As Severna pops that foul. 1 and 2 now. And foul again. And diving stop for out number 3 by Gentry. So we go to the top of the 9th. 1, 2, and 3 up for the Marauders. Xerox Liu steps in. Looks at ball number 1. So Williams, not in a closing or a save opportunity, and Liu hits one into center field. Williams' stamina is flashing red. That's never a good thing. Majors comes in 1 for 1, and figured they would change pitchers here. So Brandt comes in relief of Williams. That's a high fly ball into left field, and gone. Looked like that hit off the top of the wall, off the top of the big wall. 349-foot homer for Majors, his first homer this season. The Marauders take a 12-10 lead. As Stetson Fuller comes in, 1 for 4 today, no outs. The 1-1. Brandt's ERA this early in the season is 13.50. Is a 2 whip as well. Brandt takes that for out number 1. So Brandt's looking a little roughed up the early going of this season as Gentry steps in. And Gentry pops up down the right field line. McForsham is there for out number 2. Buck in again. Seems like Buck is always up. 1 for 5 today. That one hit brought Buck's average up to 188. And he walks. That brings up Plows. 2 for 5 with 2 singles today. It's 1 on, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Brandt is rattled. Velocity junk and accuracy down. Two to Plows. And he golfs that one. Little chip shot down there to Huber for the final out of the inning. So this is the Fowls' last chance as the 6, 7, 8 hitters come up. But I've said that before. So Cochran comes on as a defensive replacement for Park behind the plate for the Marauders. Odell working quick here as Lester is the Fowls hitter. And Lester hits one base hit up the middle. So Lester on base for McForsham, who's 1 for 4 today. Very good speed on base. And that's popped up. Should be no problem. Yep, Quinto takes it. So 1 out. Wallace comes in, 1 for 2 with a homer, 3 RBIs today. With a big 3-run home run that tied the game in the bottom of the 7th. Looks at strike 1. 2-1 now to Wallace. See if they send the runner. They don't, but Wallace hits a base hit. Oh, the runner's going to third. Play at third, out. So out number 2. Have a base running blunder there. Now there are 2 outs for David Roth, and that should do it, folks. Roth flies out to Pepperonis for out number 3, and the Marauders win in extra innings fashion. Wow, saw a lot of offense that game. Look at these lines, 12, 19, and 1 for the Marauders, 10, 14, and 0 for the Fowls. Lots and lots and lots of offense. Wow. Yeah, Majors comes in as a sub, gets a big 3-run homer to tie the ball game and send it into extras. Oh no, I apologize. That was not Majors. That was Wallace. My apologies for the fouls. But nonetheless, Majors as a sub came in with a home run. Gentry at a homer. Quinto at a homer. Hannah, Moran, Wallace all had homers this game. Yeah, just lots and lots of offense. Let's go take a look at the pitchers. So Odell gets the win. Williams gets the loss. You can see the Fowls used pretty much every person in their bullpen. And their bullpen's looking a little rough, as most bullpens are. Really looking across the Cheese League this early in the season. Here are number 1, 2, and 3 players. Gentry, 3 for 4, the homer, 3 ribbies, 2 runs. Lester getting the shout out for the Fowls, 4 for 4, the double, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, and Quinto, 2 for 5. She was really struggling when we came into this game. 2 for 5 with a homer, double, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. So that's how it plays out, folks. Marauders win. Have a good one. Bye.